Good morning, students. Here Mrs. Nilem Jain from SKM Public School. Students, I am going to teach you Geography chapter number 8, that is Human Environment Interactions, the Tropical and the Subtropical Region. So, Geo chapter number 8. Students, in this chapter you will learn about the life in the Amazon Basin. Amazon Basin, it includes Brazil, parts of Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, Colombia and some parts of Venezuela. You will learn about the climate, rainforest, peoples. So first of all you will learn about equator. What is equator? Equator is an imaginary line around the middle of a planet or other celestial body. It is a halfway between the North Pole and the South Pole at 0 degree latitude. An equator divides the planet, that our Earth is also a planet. So an equator divides this Earth into a northern hemisphere and a southern hemisphere. This is the model of our Earth and equator. Look at this figure. Equator, it is this imaginary line. This is equator at 0 degree. Yes, 0 degree latitude. So this is this is an imaginary line around the middle of a planet or Earth, we can say. Then this is Equatorial Region. Equatorial Region, this green part in the middle of this world map here. Equatorial Region, this is a region of the Earth surrounding the equator. Equatorial Islands, an alternative name for the line islands in the Pacific Ocean. Equatorial Africa, an ambiguous term for part of Africa near the equator. You can see this green portion, that is indicating Equatorial Region. Okay, this is the region of the Earth surrounding the equator. Then Tropical Region. So tropics means these are the region of the Earth near to the equator and between the Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn. Where is Tropic of Capricorn? It is in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so the tropics are the region of the Earth near to the equator and between the Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. The region is also referred to as the tropical, especially means places near the equator. So the tropics is a region of the Earth surrounding the equator. It is limited in latitude by the Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere at 23 degree 26 minutes 14.1 inches north, or we can say 23.43726 degree in the north, and the Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere at 23.43726 degree south. So these latitudes correspond to the axial tilt of the Earth The tropics are also referred to as the tropical zone and the torrid zone. The tropics include all the areas on the earth where the sun reaches a subsolar point, a point directly overhead at least once during the solar year. So the tropics are distinguished from the other climatic and biomatic regions of the earth, the middle latitudes and the polar regions on either side of the equatorial zone. So this is the this is the tropical region on the world map. Then comes subtropical region. The subtropics are the geographic and climate zones located roughly between the tropic circle of latitude, the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, and the 38th parallel in each hemisphere. Subtropical climate regimes can exist at high elevations within the tropics, such as across the Mexican plateau and in Vietnam and Taiwan. Also places like Hong Kong, although inside the tropics, have a subtropical climate due to the influence of cold Siberian air masses. 6 climate classifications utilize the term to help define the various temperature and precipitation regimes for the planet Earth. 8 months of the year within the subtropics have an average temperature at or above 10 degrees Celsius or 50.0 degree Fahrenheit, with their coldest month averaging between 2 and 13 degree Celsius. So these are subtropical regions. Subtropical regions these are the geographic and climatic zones located to the north and south of the tropical zone. Geographically part of the north and south temperate zones. Okay. Then basin. What is basin? Basin, it is a depression or deep in the earth's surface. Basins are shaped like bowls with sides higher than the bottom. They can be oval, or oval means andakar, or circular in shape, similar to a sink or tub you might have in your own bathroom. Some are filled with water, others are empty. Basins are formed by forces above the ground like erosion, or below the ground like earthquakes. They can be created over thousands of years or almost overnight. The major types of basins are river drainage basins, structural basins, and ocean basins. So these are the major types of basins. Then river drainage basin. A river drainage basin is an area drained by a river and all of its tributaries. A river basin is made up of many different watersheds. A watershed is a small version of a river basin. Every stream and tributary has its own watershed, which drains to a larger stream or wetland. These streams, ponds, wetlands and lakes are part of a river basin. The Mississippi River Basin in the US, for instance, for example, it is made up of 6 major watersheds: the Missouri, Upper Mississippi, Ohio, then Tennessee, Lower Mississippi, and here Arkansas, red white. So every river is a part of a network of watersheds that make up a river system's entire drainage basin. All the water in the drainage basin flows downhill towards bigger river. The Peace River in northern Texas is part of the Arkansas red-white watershed. It is a tributary of the Red River. The Red River is a major tributary of the Mississippi River and which flows into the Gulf of Mexico. The Amazon Basin in northern South America is the largest in the world. The Amazon River and all of its tributaries drain an area more than 7 million square kilometers, about 3 million squares. So this is the river drainage basin, meaning of river drainage basin. Then Amazon Basin location. The Amazon Basin is the part of South America, drained by the Amazon River and its tributaries. The Amazon drainage basin covers an area of about how much? 6,915,000 kilometers square, or approximately 2,670,000 square meters, or roughly 40% of the South America continent. It is located in the countries of Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, then Ecuador, then Guyana, Peru, then Suriname and Venezuela. Most of the basin is covered by the Amazon rainforest, also known as Amazonia, with a 5,500,000 kilometer squares area of dense tropical forest. This is the largest rainforest in the world. So this is the location of Amazon Basin. So you will also read this chapter from your NCERT book also, chapter number 8, Human Environment Interactions, the Tropical and the Subtropical Regions. So this is the video number 1 for this chapter. Okay, students. So rainforest, as it rains heavily in this region, thick forests grow. The forests are in fact so thick that the dense roof created by leaves and branches does not allow the sunlight to reach the ground. The ground remains dark and damp. Only shade-tolerant vegetation may grow here. Then orchids, bromeliads grow as plant parasites. The rainforest is also rich in fauna, birds such as toucans, hummingbirds, birds of paradise with their brilliantly colored plumage, oversized bills for eating make them different from the birds we commonly see in India. These birds also make loud sounds in the forest. Animals like monkeys, sloth and ant-eating tapirs are found here. Various species of reptiles and snakes also thrive in these jungles. Crocodile, snakes, python, abound, anaconda and boa constrictor are some of the species. Besides, the basin is home to thousands of species of insects. Several species of fishes, including the flesh-eating piranha fish, is also found in this river. This basin is thus extraordinarily rich in the variety of life found there. Amazon basin, you can look at page number 56 in your NCERT book also. Amazon basin. So climate in Amazon basin. Students, as you know, the Amazon basin stretches directly on the equator and is characterized by hot and wet climate throughout the year. Both day and nights are almost equally hot and humid. The skin feels sticky. It rains almost every day. That too without much warning. The day temperatures are high with very high humidity. At night the temperature goes down but the humidity remains high. So here hot and wet throughout the year. Day and nights are hot and humid. High temperature during day and high humidity, rainfall almost every day. So this is a presentation by Mrs. Neelam Jan. So students, stay alert, stay healthy, master yourself, take proper care. In the next video, you will learn about the rainforest, people of the rainforest, and life in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin, and this chapter will be completed. Okay. So in the next video, part 2, you will learn about rainforest, people of rainforest and life in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. Thank you, student. God bless all of us. Thank you.